It was supposed to be an impossible monopoly to break, the Super Bowl, for decades. This single event has controlled the entire media landscape for one weekend a year. But yesterday, something strange happened on social media. While major corporations are burning millions of dollars, hoping you notice, on this Sunday, Apple and Lionel Messi quietly rewrote the rules of marketing. They didn't buy a commercial slot. They didn't fight for attention on TV. Instead, they released a simple 30-second clip that generated more engagement than the game itself. It wasn't a mistake. It was a calculated move, and it proves that in the modern economy, attention isn't something you buy anymore. It is something you command. Here is how Messi just outsmarted the NFL without spending a dime. To understand the genius of this move, we first need to look at what Apple avoided. The Super Bowl commercial is a trap for 50 years. It has been the gold standard of marketing. Brands like Budweiser, Pepsi, and Doritos spend entire yearly budgets on a single 30-second window. The math used to make sense. You pay $7 million, you get 100 million pairs of eyes, but look closer at the data. Those eyes are distracted. They are at parties, they are eating, they are talking to friends. The retention rate of a Super Bowl ad has been dropping. For a decade, the NFL knows this. The networks know this, but they sell the prestige. They sell the idea that being on TV. Enter the disruptors. Apple and Major League Soccer looked at that $7 million price tag, and they saw something else. They saw inefficiency. Why pay rent to the NFL when you can build your own stadium on the internet? Lunged while other brands were negotiating with Fox for a time slot. Messi's team was quietly filming content, specifically designed to trigger the one thing the NFL cannot control: your phone. Let's break down the clip that dropped yesterday visually. It is a masterpiece of minimalism. Most Super Bowl ads are loud. They have celebrities, explosions, loud music, and desperate comedy. They are screaming for your attention. Messi's clip does the opposite. It is quiet. It is confident. The lighting is dramatic, almost cinematic. We see Messi in an empty tunnel. He isn't wearing pads. He isn't wearing a helmet. He is just wearing the new Miami kit. He holds the American football, spins the laces, and looks directly into the camera. The message is subtle, but it is deafening. Blend. He is telling the audience, I don't need the spectacle. I am the spectacle. By releasing this on a Friday, 48 hours before kickoff, Apple utilized a strategy known as counter-programming. They know that right now. The entire world is searching for football, but they also know that millions of fans are tired of the hype. They are tired of the analysis. So when this clip appeared on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts, it acted like a magnet. It gave people something fresh to talk about, and the best part? It forced the NFL to compete with Messi. On their own big weekend, every time someone shared that video, the algorithm pushed Messi into the Super Bowl trend. It was a digital injection that the NFL's firewall couldn't stop. Now, let's talk business. If you look at the effective CPM, or cost per thousand views, the Super Bowl is actually a terrible deal. $7 million for 100 million views is a CPM of $70. That is expensive. Now look at Messi's post-production cost. Minimal. Maybe a few $1,000s for the crew and editing. Distribution cost? 0 views between Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok reposts. We are tracking over 200 million impressions in 24 hours. Dumb, the CPM is effectively 0, but the value is deeper than just views. It is about data ownership. Planned when a brand runs a TV ad, they don't know who watched it. They don't get your email. They don't get your cookie data. It is a spray and pray tactic. Dan, but when you watch Messi's video on your phone, Apple knows, the algorithm knows, they can now retarget you. Now, with ads for the MLS Season Pass, they just captured the football audience right before the MLS season starts. And they did it without paying the NFL a single cent in royalties. This is what terrifies the old guard. They realize that their gatekeeping power is gone. You don't need the network anymore if you own the audience, and nobody owns a bigger audience than Lionel Messi. So, why do this now? Why risk annoying the NFL, the most powerful sports league on earth? Bend, because this isn't about 2025, this is about 2026. Damn, we are less than 18 months away from the World Cup coming to North America, and guess where the final will be played? In an NFL stadium. This ambush marketing campaign was a warning shot. Apple and Messi are signaling that the power dynamic represents a shifting tide. For decades, the NFL has been the undisputed king of American entertainment. They believed they were untouchable. Indeed, but the data shows a different story. Younger audiences, General Z and Alpha, follow players, not leagues. They follow personalities. Not logos. Messi has more followers than every NFL team combined. By hijacking the Super Bowl weekend, Messi proved that he doesn't need to play the game to win the weekend. The NFL rented out the stadium for Sunday. They sold the tickets. They sold the ads. But when the history books are written about this weekend, they might not remember the score of the game. They will remember the moment when the king of football overshadowed the Super Bowl. With a 30-second video, the game has changed, and for the first time in history, the NFL is playing catch-up.